Evening. Hi guys, welcome to your Friday evening quizzy quiz for Quizzers quiz. So you're all duly welcome on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Just let's get YouTube up and running. Awesome, we're good. How you all doing? How are you all keeping? So, you're very welcome. So Friday evenings. We're good. Oh, let me turn this down. Right, there we go. Hello, Anna, Cora, Billy, Deborah, and 15 others. And whoever you are on YouTube or Facebook Live, you're very welcome to our Friday evening, which is our quizzy quiz for Quizzers quiz, which is, hey Paddy, hey Jimmy, Elaine, you're all very, Claire, Kieran, welcome. Hey Sandra, how you doing? So it's all a bit mad, isn't it? This whole thing is out of control. But anyway, here for 2 hours, hey Kieran, I am, as well as anybody is. Hey Isabel in San Diego, hey Pete, Margaret, you're all very welcome, because this thing is spiraling out of control, and I'm talking about this quiz. So, good evening everybody, and tomorrow evening, our party quiz, we've got a party. We've got a Halloween party that you will... Anyway, enough about that. This evening is all about you quizzy quizzers, who maybe are party quizzers, but you're maybe more quizzy quizzers, or you're both. Anyway, it's all good, and we're here, and we're all able to do this, and this is maybe just an opportunity to just escape for an hour, and instead of the madness that's going out there, you can witness the madness that's going in here. Your quizzy quiz for Quizzers quiz. What have I got in store for you this evening? We've got 4 rounds, as always. We've got 3 famous slogans, 3 famous what came first. Everything's famous. 3 famous US Geographical Extremities, 3 famous sauces, a full round, a full course, hand prepared of connections, 12 images, that's interesting, 3 top 3s, 3 or first ever catchphrases, say what you see, 3 currencies, 3 authors from the protagonists. So there you go. How do you feel? It's a quizzy quiz for Quizzers quiz. I'm happy. Anyway, shout out before I forget. Happy birthday, Lauren Flyers. Happy 16th, Lauren. Hope you're having a good day, and I hope this doesn't go downhill. Hope it goes uphill. Well, happy birthday, whatever hill it is, Lauren. Okay, without any further ado, can we stop all this nonsense and just start asking some questions? 48 points available this evening. Your first 3. First 3. 3 famous slogans. You identify the brand from the slogan. Brand number 1, slogan number 1, just do it. Just do it. The brand. Hey Jerry. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, you're especially welcome. There's only one golden rule. There. No answers on the feed. And no cheating. No Googling. Just do it. More people are watching on YouTube as opposed to Facebook. That's good. And before you know it, we'll have a website and we can play music until our heart's content. Watch this space. Famous slogan, brand number 2. Something, something gives you wings. Something, something gives you wings is your famous slogan, brand number 2. Something, something gives you wings. Hey, Derek, we have our own wee quizzy community, so please feel free to comment, engage with your friends and families, maybe, just maybe, probably that you can't see. That's why I do this. And your famous slogan, brand number 3, the world's local bank. The world's local bank is your famous brand slogan number 3. The world's local bank. So there you go. Just do it. Something, something gives you wings. And the world's local bank. And by the way, if you're late, we'll do a full recap at the end of each round. So don't panic. We're all good. The Thunderboards on Facebook from usual locations worldwide. Isn't that something else? Italy? Germany? I can't keep up with the Thunderboards. Next set of 3. What came first? Andrew Lloyd Webber's shows. What came first from these? So what came first? You kind of should jot these down. Was it Phantom of the Opera, Evita, Cats, or was it Starlight Express? What came first? Phantom of the Opera, Evita, Cats, Starlight Express. What came first from Phantom of the Opera, Evita, Cats, or Starlight Express is your question number 4, or what came first? Welcome everybody. How are you all coping? It's tough, challenging, but sure, between us we'll figure it out and keep safe and keep well and look after your heads. And I'll confuse your heads a little bit more. What came first? Number 2. Battles. What came first? Battles of the late 20th century. Jot these down. Was it the Grenada invasion? Was it the Tet Offensive? Was it the Falklands War? Or was it the 6-Day War? What came first? 6-Day War? 6-Day War? Falklands War, the Tet Offensive, or the Grenada invasion? What came first? Hey, Liam. Hey, Charlie. Happy 20th wedding anniversary, Charlie. That certainly deserves a mention for Charlotte. Congratulations, guys. You've made it this far. You'll do the rest. So what came first? Number 3. What came first? Number 3. Inventions. Was it what came first? The submarine, the radio, antibiotics, or nuclear energy? What came first? Nuclear energy, antibiotics, the radio, or the submarine? What came first? Is your what came first? Number 3. Welcome to the Sandbaggers and Joan Maguire in Port Stewart. You're all very welcome. So, 3 brands, 3 what came first? Hey Chris, how you guys doing in McKeeland? Okay, so we've done 3 famous slogans. Just do it. Something something gives you wings. The world's local bank. 3 what came first. Andrew Lloyd Webber shows. What came first from Phantom of the Opera. Evita, Cats, Starlight Express. What came first of these battles? The Grenada invasion, the Tet Offensive, the Falklands War, the 6-Day War. And your inventions. What came first? The radio, the submarine, antibiotics, and nuclear energy. So there's your first 6. 1 point for each question. We have 48 points max available this evening on our Quizzy Quiz for Quizzers Quiz. Your next set of 3 are United States geographical extremities. United States, you have to identify the state with these geographical extremities. The most northerly point in the United States, for all you United States listeners, and indeed European listeners, most northerly point, the state. Pretty straightforward, that one. Most northerly state. Most northerly point, the state, please. Here's one. The most southerly point in the United States, the state. The most southerly point, the state. Be careful. Northerly, southerly, which way is he going to go now? I'll tell you what way I'm going to go now. The most easterly point in the United States is in which state? Tricky. The most easterly point in the United States is in which state? Is your US geographical extremities things third? Hey Roy, Andrea, Mark, Katrina, you're all very welcome. Lamp is on. Northerly, southerly, easterly. US geographical extremities. Northerly, southerly, easterly. 3 states, 3 potential points. Hi Joan on YouTube. They're great. Facebook, YouTube. I will now have a website. Watch this space. Your final 3 in round 1, we group things in 3 to make sense and kind of break it up a bit in component parts. Your final set of 3 from the kitchen, 3 famous sauces. Yep, famous sauces. Your saucy question number 1. The sauce, remember, northern Italian city, capital of Emilia. Rob, can I just take 2 ticks? Romagna. In the region, population, metropolitan, that is, of 1 million people, is your famous sauce number 1. A northern Italian city, identify the sauce. Capital of the Emilia Romagna region, population, metropolitan, circa 1 million, is your clue for your famous sauce number 1. Congratulations, USA. Famous sauce number 2. Got the hang of this? You have to identify the sauce. Your famous sauce number 2. A region of the Netherlands. A region of the Netherlands, formerly called Dutch sauce, is your famous sauce number 2. A region in the Netherlands, formerly called Dutch sauce, from the kitchen, is your famous sauce number 2. Okay with the old sauces? Well, this'll test you. Your famous sauce number 3. One of my long-winded questions, so pay attention. I'll go slowly and I'll repeat it. The story begins in the pre-Civil War era with a New Orleans plantation owner who bottled this sauce made from pepper with its origins in Mexico. Is your famous sauce number 3? The story begins, I repeat, in the pre-Civil War era with a New Orleans plantation owner who bottled this particular sauce made from pepper with its origins in Mexico. Is your famous sauce number 3? Okay guys, let's recap on round 1, and as usual, thanks to Alan at Arc Media, your graphic for round 1. Let's recap on your first 12 4x3 off-road quiz. So your famous slogans. Thanks Deirdre. Your famous slogans. Just do it. Something gives you wings. The world's local bank. Andrew Lloyd Webber's shows. What came first? Was it Phantom of the Opera, Evita, Cats, Starlight Express? Which one came first? Your battles. Grenada invasion, Tet Offensive, Falklands War, or the 6-Day War? What came first? Inventions. What came first? Was it the submarine, the radio, antibiotics, or nuclear energy? United States. Geographical extremities. Most northerly point, the state, please. Most southerly point, the state, please. Most easterly point. Now that'll test you. Well, in fact, they all will. And your famous sauces. Your North Italian capital of Emilia Romagna region, population, metropolitan area, 1 million people. Identifies sauce number 1. Sauce number 2, a region of the Netherlands formerly called Dutch sauce. And then your famous sauce number 3. The story begins in the pre-Civil War era with a New Orleans plantation owner who bottled this sauce made from a pepper with its origins in Mexico. So there's your first round on your quizzy quiz. Yeah, it's a quizzy quiz. So how'd you get on? Well, let's find out. Here's your answers to round 1. Good luck. Fingers crossed. So your slogans. Just do it. You probably got that. Nike. Did you get Red Bull? Gives you wings. Did you get HSBC, the world's local bank? Andrew Lloyd Webber's shows. What came first? It was Evita in 76. Your battles. The first that came first was the Six-Day War in 1967, and of those inventions, the submarine really dates back to submersibles in the 17th century, believe it or not. Most northerly point, Alaska, probably okay. Did you get Hawaii, or were you focused on mainland USA? Easterly, Maine. Well done, anybody who got Maine. And your sauces, bolognese, hollandaise, and Tabasco. Out of 12, how did you do? So post your scores on Facebook Live and YouTube. Out of 12 on your quiz for Quizzers quiz. Out of 12 in the first round, give me your team name and your scores out of 12. Round 2. Yep, a full course, a main course of connections. Connections, for those of you who are new to Vincent's Kitchen Quiz, you get 3 bits of information, you join the dots and you figure out what connects. Got it? Well, only one way to find out. Connection number 1. We'll take our time here because I've been told in connections I need to slow down a tad, because connections are good, but they're mentally time consuming. Connection number 1. What connects? A family of American rockets. A family of American rockets. A Roman mythological god of plenty and peace. And a planet in the solar system. Is your connection number 1? What connects? A family of American rockets, a Roman mythological god of plenty and peace, and a planet in the solar system. Is your connection number 1? Good scoring, Quarantine, good scoring, Thunderbroads, good scoring. Fantastic. Keep posting those team names and your scores as we wend our way through your quizzy quiz. Connection number 2. Succinct. Yep, succinct. What connects? An American golfer, a cat, and Esso. Who remembers filling up with Esso? Esso, a cat, and an American golfer. What connects? Number 2. Sandbaggers, Coleraine, and Belfast. Pushing the boundaries. Good for the old Sandbaggers. Good scoring, maxing out in round 1. Okay, not sure what connects number 2. The old Esso, American golfer, and a cat. Connection number 3. What connects? A battery, a prison, and the basic structure of biological organization. Is your connection number 3. The basic structure of a biological organism, even a prison, and a battery. Is your what connects number 3. Okay, so far there's a couple of really obtuse connections coming up. There's maybe 1,000,000 points available. By the way, for those of you who haven't played before, 1,000,000 points is reserved for a question that I think nobody will get. Let's see. Not yet, but on the side there's an 1,000,000 pointer coming up. Connection number 4. What connects the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, Superman, and Maidstone. Maidstone, Superman, and the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. Well, good luck with that one. Is your connection number 4? Well done, Team Dev. Well done, Mac Jags. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Billy. How you doing? Connection number 5. Pace okay? Too quick? Slow down? We'll do a recap. Don't worry. Connection 5. This is good. What connects? Born 1561, an English philosopher and statesman, the father of empiricism. Huh? What connects that with a cured mate and Ren McCormick in Footloose? Is your connection 5? Born 1561, an English philosopher and statesman, the father of empiricism, with a cured mate, and Ren McCormick in Footloose. Is your obtuse connection number 5? Margaret, your voice is back. I'm totally delighted because you'd lost your voice and that would have been really tricky. But you could have jotted down your answers, maybe. Connection 6. Good scoring, Vanessa. Connection number 6. What connects the 18th President of the United States and General of the Union during the American Civil War, a Hitchcock actor, and in law, a transfer of property? So your connection number 6, I repeat, the 18th President of the United States and General of the Union during the American even Civil War, a Hitchcock actor, and in law, a transfer of property. Is your obtuse, because they all are, connection number 6. Hey, Billy. Connection number 7. What connects? An American band leader in the swing era, one of the top golfers in the world in the 1970s, and a Milwaukee beer company. What connects? A Milwaukee beer company, one of the top golfers in the world in the 70s, an American band leader in the swing era. Is your next connection number 7? Okay. Connection number 8. What connects? Rowan Atkinson, you heard me right, Boromir, and a large seed. Is your next connection a large seed? Boromir and Rowan Atkinson. Connect those three things. Connection 9. What connects? What connects the Dukes of Hazzard, The Great Gatsby, and your 1989 Oscar-winning Best Picture? What connects your 1989 Oscar-winning Best Picture, The Great Gatsby, and The Dukes of Hazzard? Is your almost million-pointer connection number 9. Dukes of Hazzard, The Great Gatsby, 1989 Best Movie. Interesting comment, Stephen, on your old geographical extremities, but are you smart enough to figure out what I want? Interesting. Interesting. Connection number 10. You're in the home straight with the connections. Connection number 10, a double number 1 in the UK and US Billboard charts in 2019. Double number 1, UK, US Billboard charts. Western Isles, Scotland, and a Formula 1 driver is your connection number 10. A Formula 1 driver, Western Isles in Scotland, and a double number 1 in the UK and the US Billboard charts in 2019 is your connection number 10. Connection 11. What connects? What connects a US academic and Secretary of State 2005 to 2009, Andrew Lloyd Webber, and Tarzan is your connection number 11. What connects Tarzan, Andrew Lloyd Webber, and US academic and Secretary of State 2005 to 2009 is your rather tricky connection number 11. And your final connection in our full course of Friday quiz for Quizzers Quiz connections round. What connects Stanley Kubrick, James Joyce, and Homer is your tricky quizzy quiz connection. Stanley Kubrick, James Joyce, and Homer. What connects? Okay, let's put up all these connections in round 2. So here's your connections on the screen in writing. Your family of American rockets, the Roman mythological god of plenty and peace, a planet in the solar system. the American golfer, a cat and Esso, a battery, a prison. What connects those two things with the basic structure of a biological organism? 4. All England lawn tennis and croquet club, Superman and Maidstone. Born 1561, the English philosopher and statesman, the father of empiricism, the cured meat, and Ren McCormick in Footloose. What connects the 18th president, even, of the United States and General of the Union during the American Civil War? A Hitchcock actor and in-law, a transfer of property. An American band leader in the swing era, one of the top golfers in the world in the 1970s, and the Milwaukee Beer Company. Rowan Atkinson, Boromir, a large seed. 9. Dukes of Hazzard, The Great Gatsby, and your best picture in 1989. A double #1 in the US and UK charts in 2019. A Western Isles, Scotland, a Formula 1 driver. Your penultimate connection. What connects a US academic and Secretary of State, 05 to 09, Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tarzan? And your final connection. What connects Stanley Kubrick, James Joyce and Homer? Your full course on a Friday evening of What Connects. Your answers. How do you get on? Well, here we go. Good luck. So, your connections. Saturn was your family of American rockets, was your mythological god of plenty and peace, and the planet in the solar system. Tiger Woods, Tiger Cat, Tiger as in Esso. Cell, battery, cell, prison, and the basic biological organism structure. All England tennis. Yep, we had Clark Kent, the Duke of Kent, who's the president of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, and Maidstone is the capital or city, town of Kent. Bacon as in Kevin, as in Francis, as in your cured meat. Grant as in Ulysses Grant, as in Cary Grant, North by Northwest, to catch a thief, suspicion, notorious. And Grant, in-law, to transfer some property. Miller, as in Johnny Miller, as in Glenn Miller, as in Miller Beer. Bean, as in Rowan Atkinson, as in Boromir, Sean Bean from Lord of the Rings. Bean. Daisy, as in Daisy Buchanan, Daisy Duke, driving Miss Daisy, Morgan Freeman. Lewis, as in the island, as in Capaldi, as in Hamilton. Tim Rice, Condoleezza Rice, as in Edgar Rice Burroughs. Anybody who picked that up, well done. And Odyssey, 2001, A Space Odyssey, James Joyce Ulysses. And Homer Odyssey. So, how are you getting on? Out of 24, leaving aside the controversy over Alaska, east, west. Well, anyway, I'll stick with my original questions. Round 3, a picture round, a full course of carefully prepared images. Your first 3 are controversial athletes. Controversial athletes. So keep posting your team names and your scores out of aggregate 24. here we go. Image number 1. Controversial sports star number 1. Good luck. Thanks, Anne. The quizmaster is always right. Well, I do make mistakes, but I stand by my United States. Controversial sports star number 2. Who's this? Okay, so far. Controversial sports star, tricky. Who's this? And sticking with the old Alaska, North American themes, 4 North American animals. Yep, you heard me right. 4 North American animals. Number 1. Who's this? Or, no, who's this? What's this? Well, anyway, animal number 1. Danielle, image number 1 was the controversial sports star. Yep, there was a few athletes in that famous finishing line, 100 metres. It was the controversial sports star. Back to North American animals. This. Get trickier. North American animal number 3. Or, if you catch my drift, image 6. See, it's quizzy quiz for quizzers quiz. That was a toughie. North American animal 4, or image caption 7. Describe this. Okay, your next set of 3. I've done these before. Famous landmarks. However, the question is the country. Yeah, the country for each of them. famous landmark number 1, but remember it's the country where they are located. Number 1. Landmark number 2, I've done this before. You had to identify the landmark, but this time the country. The country, please. Okay. Famous landmark number 3, I've done it before. Same rules apply. The country, please. And your final two logos, 2 brands. Logo brand number 1. And finally, the brand from the logo is your final image caption. Okay, quick fly through. 3 controversial athletes. 1. 2. 3. Your North American animals. 1. 2. 'Tricky number 3. Did you get this? 4. And then we had your landmarks, but I wanted the country, please. Location number 1 of this. Location number 2, the country, please. This. And country of origin, this famous landmark. And then we finished with 2 brands, logos, company or brand. 1. And finally, this brand company. Okay, dokie. So, how'd you get on? Well, let's find out how you got on. There were 12 images, 12 points available. Your answers to your image round I'm looking for, and here they are. So, your 3 controversial / brand athletes, Ben Johnson, Lance Armstrong. Did you get Marion Jones? Did you get the American Bison? I'm sure you did. Did you get the moose? Did you get the manatee? Did you get the bobcat? The Great Sphinx? I was looking for Egypt. Machu Picchu? I was looking for Peru. And I was looking for Angkor Wat. I've done it before. Did you get Cambodia? Dominoes. And did you get Lufthansa? Okay, back in the room. Your final round. Your final round in your quiz for Quizzers quiz. Keep posting your scores so far. Cumulative, you've got a maximum aggregate of 36 points. So let me know your team name and how well you're doing out of 36. Your team name and your scores, all free. All free. So far, so good. Out of 36 points. An advertisement. Tomorrow evening we have our special Halloween party quiz. It's a bit quizzy, a bit more entertainment-y. Let your hair downy. Movies, tunes, Halloween. We'll have a kind of theme for Halloween tomorrow evening. So invite your friends. No masks here, all safe. Those people that you need to keep in contact with that you can't get to see. And when I started this out in March, I thought, do you know what? This will be for a few weeks. I'm still doing it because of you and me. It's a bit of escapism. Your final round. So share, like Facebook, subscribe to YouTube, where most people are now watching on their big screens. God love you. Okay, your final round. Top threes. Your first set of Vanessa, will I dress up? Well, watch this space. Top threes. Your top 3, number 1, if that doesn't sound silly. The most populated countries in the European Union. You don't have to get them in order, but just give me the top 3 populated countries in the, well, as it currently exists, the EU. 1, 2, 3. The top 3 populated countries in the EU. Is your top 3 number 1? Top 3 number 2, if that isn't a contradiction in terms. The top 3 companies in the world defined by market capitalization, and we will exclude, for the purposes of controversy, a bit like Alaska, we will exclude the Saudi Arabian oil company. So outside of the Saudi Arabian oil company, the top 3 companies in the world One, two, three. Outside of Saudi Arabia and oil, by market capitalization, the top three companies outside of Saudi and oil. There you go. Is your second top three. Oh, okay. I'll leave that with you. But actually, I've just realised that there's not 48 points available tonight because I've got three top threes, so that's an additional whatever it is. So it's like 54. Yeah. So there's another mistake outside of Alaska. Your third top three. Love this. Love this. It's kind of a party quiz question because it's cinema, but it qualifies for your quizzy quiz for quizzers quiz because I've decided. The top three highest grossing movies ever. Adjusted for inflation. In other words, we've taken cognizance of RPI and inflation, whatever. The top three grossing movies ever. Adjusted for inflation. So it's a level playing field, if you like. The top three box office highest grossing movies ever. Don't have to get them in order. Just give me the top three that you think. Adjust it for inflation, so a level playing field. What are the top three grossing box office movies ever? Now there's a question. Love that. Love that sort of question. Oh, okay. I'll give you a few moments to digest the top three grossing movies and our first ever attempt at catchphrase. What is old Roy said? Say what you see. And no better way to start it than this. So, three catchphrases on your screen. Thank you, Alan. Say what you see is your catchphrase number one. Thanks, Alan. Catchphrase number two. Say what you see. Catchphrase number two. And hope you're enjoying these. Say what you see. Catchphrase number three. Oh yeah, that was good. that were good. I like to push the boundaries. My God, I was using Kate's salad bowl and the mobile phone back in March, and now I'm doing... Anyway, your final three. No, it's not your final three. There's three more. There's six more. Three currencies. I give you the country, you give me the currency. You got it? I give you the country, you give me the currency. So, three currencies. Country number one. Currency, please. Switzerland. Switzerland. Currency number one. Thank you, Billy. Thanks, Vanessa. Because I can't see anybody. So it's important you tell me how well I'm doing or how bad I'm doing. Because I'm here on my own. You have no idea. Anyway, currency number two. Country number two. Japan. Your currency. Japan. Thanks, guys. Thanks. It's much appreciated. End of October. Would you have thought? Would you have thought? At the end of October, we will still be talking about COVID. And anyway, let's help each other. Anyway, there's a catchphrase. Country number three. Currency number three. Sweden. Sweden, your currency number three. Thanks, guys. And thanks to Kate for keeping up with me. My madness. Behind a guy, there's an even greater one. And your final set of three. So we did currencies, we did Switzerland, Japan, Sweden. Your final set of three in your quizzy quiz for Quizzers Quiz, and we've gone past 10 o'clock, but who the heck cares? Who cares? We're still here. No music, so I don't need to worry about Warner or EMI, and I've figured how to beat those guys. Your final three. Authors from the protagonists. So I give you the lead guy, the protagonist. You give me the respective authors. Protagonist number one, author number one, Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher is your famous author number one. Famous protagonist, author I'm looking for. Famous protagonist number two, your author, Robert Langdon. Robert Langdon. Your author, please. And your final quizzy quiz for Quizzers Quiz question on Friday the 30th of October. If you're not sure if you're listening to this live or you've picked it up later on, because it's interesting. A lot of people play this back after the live event. Anyway, whatever works. Your famous protagonist number three, the author John Puller. John Puller is your protagonist number three. Famous author number three, John Puller. Okay, guys, let's do a quick recap on round four and your. So we did your 3 top 3, so that gave you actually an additional, that would be an additional 6 points. So rather than 48 points, we actually have 54 points. We had your top 3s, that's why it moved from 48 to 54. Most populated countries in the EU, 3. Top 3 companies in the world by market cap after the Saudi Arabian take them and their oil out of the equation. Your top 3 highest grossing movies ever, adjusted for inflation. Your 3 catchphrases. I wonder, nah, you've seen them. 3 currencies, Switzerland, Japan, Sweden. Authors from the protagonists, Jack Reacher, Robert Langdon and John Puller. Thanks for tuning in. Please tune in tomorrow evening where you will see some Halloween madness. Yeah, I promise you. Halloween madness. We're pushing the boat out, so please invite your friends, like and share everything I do. It's all I ask. It's all completely free. So please do that. All I ask. Okay, your answers to your final round, and thanks for tuning in this Friday evening for or whatever number of Quizzy Quiz for Quizzers quiz. Here you go. Your answers to your final round. Good luck. So your most populated countries in the EU were Germany, France and the UK. Microsoft, Apple with a small a, apologies, typo, and Amazon, well done. Did you get Gone with the Wind? Did you get Avatar? Did you get Titanic? Did you get 1 out of 3? Did you get 2 out of 3? Did you get all 3? Your catchphrases, your 7 C's, your fork in the road and your cornerstone, your currencies were Switzerland, the Swiss franc, the yen, and did you get the krona? Jack Reacher, Lee Child, Robert Langdon, Dan Brown, and John Puller, David Baldacci. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you who were first timers, hope it didn't manage to put you off. So, like, share, subscribe, all free. Stay in touch. I'll see you tomorrow night for our Halloween extravaganza. Well, you'll see me. So your wee task is to get as many people as possible who are as mad as I am to watch me asking silly questions. Bless you all. Take care. Stay safe. Stay tuned. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye. Adios.